Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we have a potential 2020 matchup between senior senator from the state of Minnesota, Amy Klobuchar, versus the incumbent president, Donald Trump. A few things about Amy Klobuchar. Since she's from Minnesota, that's part of the Rust Belt in a sense, so that could potentially help her. Apparently she's voted with Trump 30.3% of the time, which isn't terribly. She's not like super anti-Trump. Like she's not for Trump, but she's not like if he proposes anything, it's wrong. It shouldn't get passed. So yeah, let's get started. First, the safe states. The Democrat. Oh, I should probably change that so that I don't have to click 8.5 million times. Safe. All this. New Mexico, Hawaii, Illinois, New York, all East Coast, fun stuff. Vermont, Maine second. Am I missing something? I don't think. Okay. Next up we have the Safe Republican, which is all this stuff. Nebraska, everything but the 2nd district. We'll come back to that. We'll wait about Texas. Missouri, I'll fill in. Carolina, Louisiana. That looks about right. And Alaska. Okay, so Klobuchar 188 to Trump's 114. This looks kind of bad for Trump, but I think the likely Republican will help him out. So let's start with the likely Republican. Why not? Texas, likely Republican. She doesn't have that Latino appeal. She has an appeal in the Rust Belt, but she doesn't have the Latino appeal that other people in videos have had. Georgia, likely Republican. Indiana, probably likely Republican. That's about. Yeah, that's about it. Let's do lean Republican while we're at it. Actually, yeah, we'll just leave Arizona lean Republican, but let's do likely Democratic. Colorado, likely Democratic. Minnesota, her home state. I was thinking about safe, but probably not. Just likely. Virginia, likely Democratic. Maine at large, likely Democratic. That's about it. Now let's go lean Republican. Florida, like I said before, she can't really appeal to those voters as much as a lot of other people could. I don't think that would help her in Florida very much, honestly. So I think President Trump could retain Florida. Nebraska's second. I think that would probably lean in Trump's column. Maine, 2nd district. I'd say lean Republican. The state of North Carolina, leaning Republican. My reasoning for this is they like conservatives there, and Trump is conservative enough to turn out enough voters like he did. Okay, let's go to Democratic, and then we could always come back to Republican. The whole Rust Belt, I would say, would be leaning Democratic. So that doesn't quite put her over, but what does put her over is the state of New Hampshire, which I think could stay in the Democratic column by a narrow margin again. Let's see. I think Nevada, even though she doesn't have that Latino appeal, I still think with all the Democratic tendencies that it would stay Democratic. I couldn't tell you how much of a margin. It would be close. I would say maybe a 1-point margin. Ohio and Iowa, I would say would end up being leaning Republican. Trump won there. I don't think he would pick up any voters, especially with a Democrat from the Rust Belt. But I think that could stay in Trump's column. So, with this final electoral map, Amy Klobuchar becomes the 46th president of the United States with 278 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 260. Alright, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon.